What's up, guys? So today on this Shoky, probably not really going to be a quickie, we're going to finally make Voltron happen. And of course, all of this is thanks to Mr. Nick Willie, who can't stop squeaking his chair. There you go. And of course, we've already seen all the lines individually. And of course, we left off with Mr. Black Line Catbird back here. And because we want to go ahead and get some of the sounds and stuff out of the way first, because, well, it does do the thing. Let's go ahead, we'll extend the legs, just because we can do that. Alright, and we'll go to the back side here. Flip on the switch. And be careful, because if you grab him, he will make the noise anyways. So, you got a shooting noise, and all the sounds are pretty much randomized, so sometimes you can get two of the same ones back to back.
The galaxy is about to be secure. Form Voltron!
Oh, well, there we go.
It's about to be, guys.
It's about to be. So realistically, it was a conversation they were having, and they're like, "No, it's not going to be yet." Okay, so let's sit him down and have a little talk.
Form Voltron!
Not yet. Hold on.
They'll soon be defeated by Voltron, defender of the universe.
What was that noise? Somebody fell down a well. Like I said, it's a little bit weird, and they did what they could. These are definitely not the original voice actors, but they're close. Somebody's imitating them fairly well.
The Pidge one is actually pretty good.
Pidge is pretty close, but... Okay, now it's just growling at me. I do like the fact that the emblem does light up.
Activate laser blades!
Right. You already did that.
We will defend this planet!
Okay, then.
One point.
This planet.
Yeah.
Lotor, your evil forces will never defeat us!
I just see the mouths not moving in sync with the voice.
Right.
Fell down the well again.
Hagar's Robeast is about to have a bad day.
About to.
About to.
Hasn't
Everything is about to.
He hasn't had a bad day yet. Voltron's not here.
Everything's in progress.
I do like the classic laser sounds.
Yeah.
Form Voltron!
I'm trying to see if he's got anything else in him before we get to forming Voltron. There's still that noise.
We will defend this planet!
Go ahead.
Hagar's Robeast is about to have a bad day. The galaxy is about to be secure.
About to.
Form Voltron!
They really don't like the red rocker or the red rocker.
Right.
Activate laser blades!
That almost sounded like he had a different inflection on that. Laser blades! Okay, so let's just set them all next to each other in a very nice pattern so that I can get a decent picture. There we go. Actually kind of looks like a castle there. So we need a good Castle of Lion play set. Alright, so technically speaking, we need to get him into Voltron mode. I just realized the gold on that star is really not good.
No.
They really needed that like another coat at least.
Gundam markers.
Hold on, let's get him to...
They'll soon be defeated by Voltron!
Alright guys, so we had technical problems there for a second.
And we're back.
So we're back. Alright, let's go ahead and put the legs on. Yeah, I believe we have it correct now. There we go.
Yellow Lion, leaping into action!
Blue Lion, coming in.
Almost. I guess she's on there all the way.
Pidge,
Yeah,
is
she's
that
in
you?
all the way.
Where are you?
That's weird. It's like a nose pidge isn't attached yet. Hold on, let me fix these feet. Yeah, there's going to be a balance problem here, so I'm going to have to hold it up for a moment. Yeah, actually, I was kind of holding it. Let's go ahead and raise the camera. I only have so many hands here.
Voltron gets really tall.
That's why I have a Nick.
Yeah.
That's why I invested in a Nick. Always get you a Nick. He brings over toys. All right, so green lion. Go ahead and stick this in here.
Set to go, Keith. Ready to form Voltron. Activate interlocks. Dynatherms connected. Infracells up. Mega thrusters are go. Form feet and legs.
I did.
Form arms and body.
I tried, Keith. He's like... It's...
Ready to form Voltron.
Oh no, oh no.
Activate interlock.
Oh no, it thinks that the button wasn't pushed.
Connected. Infracells up. Mega thrusters are go. Form feet and...
Shut up. Okay, so obviously the connection isn't great because it thought I plugged him in again. A little bit weird that he suddenly starts spouting off more stuff after you've already got him connected. And yeah, balancing the feet is not easy. He is a big, top-heavy boy.
Big boy.
And yeah, he's tall. He's easily 2 feet. At least up to the bits up there. And, you know, he's so big, just for size comparison. There's the biggest robot I own. He's going to gnaw on his arm, apparently. Apocalypse is very much like a Robeast in this case. Yeah, but I kind of prefer this. Anyways. Come here, you big dude. God, that's heavy. Here, hold my child.
I got you. It is a baby.
It is a big old baby with a tail. Yeah, Voltron is a guy. He's a dude with a big old sword, and we looked at the sword briefly last time during the Black Line review, like literally the last second. Totally lacking any paint whatsoever, which is a shame because I actually molded it decently. It needs at least some yellow, some white, and some blue just to complete it. He does have a shield, as we also looked at. It does also peg into the face of the Green Lion, so you can do that. And didn't they also use the shield, like they would throw it as like a spinning star?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so I turned off the electronic because odds are he would probably make a lot more noise as I play with it. I'll get back to it in a second. I turned it off. Maybe I turned it back on.
Ready to form Voltron.
No, I've already formed him.
You are formed.
Yeah. Okay, so the back part, if you rotate the arms forward, not really a bit of a problem. These things should rotate in there, shouldn't they?
I don't think they did it with this one.
Oh, they didn't do it with this one, so you do have to rotate it that way. Okay, never mind, I is incorrect. So you have to rotate the whole thing. You do get arms like that. You can rotate here and there, though the bicep would have been the better place for the actual rotation. But he can give you a high kitty. Sort of.
A little bit.
And the hands do rotate, as we discovered. Both the forearms and the hands rotate. No torso articulation, unfortunately. They just didn't bother with that. You do get the legs. They can kick forward pretty much perfectly. And he has a double jointed knee, technically speaking, so you can get a dynamic pose. Yay for that. Just be careful, because you want to make sure you do them both. The ankles do what they do, so that's where your control over your standing is going to come from, because otherwise he will topple over. And sadly, we're not going to try to replicate what happened the first time we made a Voltron. That was a 1 in a million shot. Now, I do want to see, technically you should unlock new sounds in this form. So let me flip that switch. This switch is not easy to get to once the wings are open.
Form arms and body.
Did that.
Form arms and body. Form arms.
Is he just stuck
and
thinking?
Body.
I don't know.
Ready. Form arms and body.
Okay, so maybe there's a glitch in there, because that's all it wants to say in Voltron mode.
Yeah, apparently you don't want to do nothing else.
Something's wrong about that. Maybe that's why the guy sold it for so cheap. Let's just be honest here.
It's okay, he's a display piece.
Yeah, it is. The head is pretty neat. I like the face. It is a very classic Voltron. I like the fact they gave you a little gap down here that the head can tuck into, although you do suddenly lose the ability to turn the head. Unless you do it this way. He's like, hey, what's over there?
You guys.
Hi. What's up there? He got a smirk on his face a little
Robeast?
bit. Hi, the Robeast over here? Thought I heard a Robeast.
Heard there was another Voltron out.
Oh god, he's gonna continue.
Ready to form Voltron.
No, you're not.
Activate interlock.
No, you're not.
Dynatherms.
No, they're not. Alright, so clearly there's a connection issue there with the legs. How much you want to bet he tried to turn the wrong way?
Probably.
And for comparison as well, there's Wally.
You probably put him on his shoulder.
I could definitely put him on his shoulder. Oh, it'll probably topple over. Hold on. Okay, Wally, here's all your lion buddies. They make a big lion buddy now. Now he's like, I'm going to ride this guy out now.
That's awesome.
That is cool. Wally's always awesome when it comes to other giant robots.
That's a good thumbnail pick right there.
Nah, Wally doesn't go on thumbnails. He just goes on. He just goes on the Instagram. Here we go. Turn the head slightly towards Wally, so he acknowledges him.
I love how big this thing though is because it dwarfs like our PG Gundams.
He doesn't want to stand. He's going to topple forward, and then we're going to have all kinds of problems. Yeah, actually, he is much bigger than a PG Gundam, which he should be, because each one of the lions is like easily master grade size.
Right.
And yeah, we don't have the wide angle lens like we had last time to capture all the things, but hey, it is what it is. And for the money, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
And of course, like I said before, if you can get him cheaper, get him cheaper.
Yeah.
And if you really want to be crazy, you can still put all of the weapons on this guy.
Yeah.
All of the ridiculous missiles, all the things, so you can have a full armor Voltron. Look at that, just that tiny bit of weight added just made him want to go over.
FA Voltron. Thunderbolt Voltron.
Better than an FU Voltron. It's a different universe. Now, if we actually get like the cool stealth Voltron in this mode as well,
oh, that'd be cool.
I won't be upset. I actually liked that series a little bit. As we were talking about earlier, the 3-dimensional. It was called Voltron: The Third Dimension.
Yeah, I remember that.
You would have been like a little kid.
Yeah, I think I was like.
You'd have been like 5 or 6, yeah. Because I was virtually a teenager at that point.
It's when everybody was having fun with CGI TV shows.
Yeah, it was bad.
Like I remember
was so bad.
There was that. There's Beast Wars, of course.
Yep.
Reboot was one of those CGI TV shows.
Yep. Maybe we should do a review of the reboot.
Oh God. Is that out yet?
Yeah, it's out on Netflix now.
Christ.
I'm not even interested in watching it, to be honest. The reboot.
I read the
Reboot.
what's it called?
The what's it called? Why do I think we're missing a red? Oh, we are missing a red weapon. But you can't see it. What were you saying?
I was reading the synopsis of it, and I was like, "This is horrible."
All right, and there we go. Spiky Voltron shoulder. Holy craps!
Full armor Voltron.
My name is Voltron. I've got all the weapons.
It's like post-apocalyptic Voltron.
Next time on Voltron. Either way, guys. So, there we go. There's your Playmates Voltron. It's a big giant mess, but it looks pretty on a shelf, and it's a brick.
Especially if you have the Legendary.
The Legendary, I really do like better. I like the details. But for a classic Voltron, you're not going to get much better than this without spending a couple $100. Or however much it's going to take to fix this one.
Ripper labels, make more labels.
Ripper labels will probably totally get on top of this, and I think Playmates really does need to step up their painting game just a little.
They do.
I mean, mind you, $20 to $30 toy is what it is. But I've gotten better stuff, you know, for the same price.
Right.
But, you know, if you absolutely have to have this, like I'm pretty sure Steve has to have this because he's a Voltron fan, yeah, definitely cool. And, of course, thanks to Nick for bringing it over.
No problem.
It definitely has presence.
It does.
Like, where do you keep it in your room?
I have, like, my Gundam building desk where I keep, like, my combination robots, and that's where it is. So I have like my Megazords and everything.
Okay.
Because that and the Legendary Defender Voltron both dwarf like the Legacy Megazords.
They dwarf everything. Well, I was thinking that you need like a safety strap for furniture for these guys.
Oh, probably.
Just strap them to the wall. Let's lower just a little bit, get a nice perspective for Voltron here. All right, guys. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up because the light was way back here. And of course, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And of course, if you want to help support the channel a little bit, become a patroneer today, right here across the knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, go over there like John, Andy, Steve, and Colby do. And of course, if you want to buy t-shirts, boom, all the t-shirts right here. Of course, they go to help the channel, but for right now, they're all going towards charity. And if you're interested in the Lupus for Lupus charity, yonder corner, right here in the eye. And then, of course, you can also join in on the Lupus for Lupus contest. Though, I don't know when this video is going to come out, but it's definitely going to be before the contest is over. So, make sure you do go check that out, guys. And of course, we'll see you on the next review. And remember, as always,
keep on nerding.
No.
Keep on meowing.
Form Voltron!
Nanotherms connected!
Form Voltron! I'll form the legs! No, you won't. See you guys later.
You have a good one.